how's it going? I am Maria and I'm back here to talk to you about the movie that I saw this week, and I've been waiting to see it for quite a long time, and that was Mad Max Fury Road. There's two reasons why I've been super excited to see this movie. One of them is that Tom Hardy was going to replace Mel Gibson, and I thought that was a perfect choice. Tom Hardy is one of my favorite actors right now and people to look at forever. And the second reason is because the trailers look so cool. It was still very reminiscent of the old Mad Max movies, but I just didn't know what I was getting myself into. And trust me, nothing could have prepared me for what I saw in theaters, not even watching all of the other Mad Max movies. It was the first time I went to a movie this year and I came out going like, holy crap, what did I just see? If you think you know what you're getting into because you're a big fan of the first one, trust me, this movie is just one in itself. It's completely unique. I don't think you will see it coming. So Mad Max Fury Road stars Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron in this post-apocalyptic world where everything is a desert and the highest resources are water and gasoline because they are so scarce. But not only water and gas are very important merchandise at the moment, human lives are also incredibly valuable. Because it's set in a post-nuclear world, everybody's ill, everybody has tumors, they're disfigured, everybody is just gone to the point of insanity. There's no society, no rules to break, it's just a complete chaos. So someone who is completely healthy, someone who has an O-negative blood type is incredibly important in this world. So Mad Max gets caught up in the mess of this city called Citadel where this man controls the water source and therefore controls the people. So in one of their routine trips to Gastown, Charlize Theron, who is the truck driver, decides to break free from this man and from the rules and everything that's going on and decides to rebel against it and leave, and therefore everybody goes after her because she's a traitor, because she broke the rules. Mad Max is caught in the middle, and basically it's an hour-and-a-half action sequence that will not quit. Not even kidding, guys. It's like a 5-minute introduction to Mad Max, why he is the way he is, what happened to the world, and then the movie just goes. And it doesn't stop, and there's car crashes, and it just keeps going, and it's just like high-octane adrenaline all the time. Like, it just grabs you, and it won't let you go until the very end. And you would think that a movie like that would eventually get tiring, like too much action, too much going on, too much camera shaking, but the movie paces itself so well. The action sequences are just so good and they're so interesting, and then it kind of slows down a little bit where maybe the truck isn't working, where they need to stop somewhere to find something, and you get enough explanation to like get caught up in what's going on, and then they just go again in another action sequence, and that is kind of the constant interval that the movie keeps showing you. And I gotta say, I get very bored about things like that, like Transformers or even Superman. It was like too long, it was too tedious, but these are so interesting, each and every one of them, and they keep getting better. I think it's also because Charlize Theron's mission is very interesting. She's actually trying to save some people. It's not really about herself. She's looking for redemption, and that just makes her such a very captivating character. And another thing I think plays really well is that it's so much practical effects. Not to mention that there's green screen, of course there is, but I think we're just so used to the artificial look of CGI, which is incredible, but we're just so numb to it now that all of a sudden this movie comes around. It's an action movie, it's a blockbuster summer movie, but it's got all the great practical effects we love so much. I mean, when you see a car flip around, it's cars blowing up, it's artillery, it's fire, it's explosions, just running crazy in a desert. It looks so good, and it's edited so well. It's fast-paced, it's intense, but you know what's going on, and there's enough space around to feel like you understand the situation and the danger that they're in. Tom Hardy, in my opinion, did a great job. He's kind of like a very quiet character. He's very secluded from the little bits of society that still exist. He's mad because he's tormented by people that have died, people from his past, so he doesn't really interact with a lot of people, yet he's still a very interesting character. But in my opinion, this movie is so much more about Charlize Theron's character. She's supposed to be the secondary character, or at least they're supposed to be equals, but she really takes the show. She has a lot more backstory than Mad Max. It's mostly concentrated on her, and I appreciate it. I think she was an extraordinary character. She kicks ass, and I really enjoyed the dynamic between her and Mad Max. It's never sappy, it never gets to a point where like, oh, I see where this is going. It was a partnership, and they began to understand each other, and they had to risk certain things to gain that trust, and eventually it grows into a really interesting friendship, and I like the way they handled that a lot. The only thing I would have changed is I would have enjoyed a lot more exposition from the very beginning. There's so much action and the pauses are so short, they don't say much, and I just wish I had a better view of what this world was about, because they keep adding different groups of people, different gangs sort of, and I don't know who they are. I don't know which part they represent, I don't know how they're linked to the main city, and I wish I could have gotten more of that because I felt quite lost from the very beginning. It didn't bother me so much because it's a ride you enjoy. You feel like you're discovering with Max as well, like you don't understand these people and you don't know where you're going. But at the same time, it took me a very long time to really like have everything gel together and I can go, oh, this is what's going on and this is what's really happening. It's one of those movies I feel like I have to see a second time because I would have a much better view of what's going on. So for quite a long time, for the first 45 minutes, I was just like, this is the weirdest movie I have ever seen, and I can't tell if I like it or not, but by the end of it, and after a few days, I can tell you Mad Max is just brilliant. I think George Miller did a great time around. It's worth the 30-year wait. He has managed to create a weird, gritty, brutal world, and in the end what you have is a very unique experience. It's thrilling, it's a roller coaster ride, it's so much fun. So guys, if I had to rate Mad Max for you, I would tell you it is a movie for the collection. It's just a unique experience, honestly. It's like nothing I have experienced in a very long time going to the theaters. But guys, that's just my opinion. Tell me, what did you think about Mad Max Fury Road? If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You know that is always appreciated. And if you would like to see more movie reviews, movie talks, just anything related to movies, go ahead and click on that red button and subscribe to my channel because I got a new video for you every week. But guys, that's it for this time. I hope you have a great week. I hope you get to go to the movies, and I will see you on our next movie date. Bye!